Live from the Cav in downtown Providence, it's Cafe Cabaret. This episode of Cafe Cabaret was shot live at the Cav in Providence.
He's gonna beat the rug now. Beat the rug. Beat the rug. Hi.
Can we kill the camp, the Clancy brothers there?
Kill the Clancy brothers.
Kill the Clancy brothers.
Beat the rugs.
Beat the rugs. Now we're here. This is open mic beat the rug night. So when you're all welcome to beat the rugs when you come up here. Can you hear? Is it okay? Is it too soft? Too loud? We'll find out. I'm Steve DuBois, and this is a special edition of the open mic because Francis DiMenno is here. Yes. The long hero. He's going to perform and tape you. So if you have any problems with that, let him know. It'll be shown on Cambridge Cable. Anybody's here with somebody else other than their wives, stay away from the camera, you know what I'm saying? All right, there's always a lively bunch here. I'm just gonna kick right in with a little bit of blues. This is the Taj Mahal tune. I don't know all the words, so it's okay. I got the blues so bad one time it put my face in a permanent frown. But I'm feeling so much better, I can cakewalk into town. Oh my baby, I love the way she walks. When my girl is sleeping, I love the way she baby talks. Oh my baby, yeah, we'd like to have a definite ball. When she sleeps in the kitchen, her feet's out in the hall. In a permanent frown. Oh, I'm feeling so much better, I can keep walking into town. Yeah. Thanks. One second here. This is a song written by a Canadian guy. I ain't got a back porch, and I don't have a rocking chair. I got a shaky hand and a dirty coat, and a face just like a grizzly bear. I'm an old wino, and I scare all the ladies. You might say that I'm a bum when I'm wired up on the honky red and the good gold anchor rum. When I need a drink, I lick the stains off your sink. I'm a please, thank you, ma'am. a honky red. I don't give a good goddamn. Honky red is a substance. If you take squeeze, which you use, which is sterno, you know, the stuff you put in your chafing dishes. If you strain it, you come up with a concoction called squeeze, which people fucking drink. Well, I've been through the wars, and I knock on your doors, and I left my leg in France. But all that remains is a ghostly pain when the barrooms get too damn. I deliver handbills, I steal little red pills from the boys in the whorehouse band. If I'm as high when I die as I was when I lived, I'll be in heaven as sure as hell. But when I need a drink, I lick the stains off your sink. I'm a please and thank you, man. When I get a head full of honky red, I don't give a good goddamn. Well, I got me a gal that I see sometimes. She's damn near half a ton. And in a furnished room, with a radio playing, I got me a no-good son. I'm gonna keep me a head full of honky red until the reaper tolls my bell. If I'm as high when I die as I was when I lived, I'll be in heaven as sure as hell. But when I need a drink, I lick the stains off your sink. I'm a please and thank you, ma'am. When I get a head full of honky red, I don't give a good goddamn. When I need a drink, I lick the stains off your sink. I'm a please and thank you, ma'am. When I get a head full of honky red, I don't give a good goddamn. No, when I need a drink, I lick the stains off your sink. I'm a please and thank you, ma'am. When I get a head full of honky red, I just don't give a good goddamn. Thanks. You know, I feel bad. I put too much reverb on my voice too. That's what I do here. When I come to these open mics, I always play the same damn songs because.
But you combed your hair tonight, Steve.
I what?
You combed your hair.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
You notice I need a haircut. Anyway, I wrote a new song. Actually, well, I'm not going to get into all that, but it's kind of one of those tortured, lovesick, swaying love songs. But I just have a short disclaimer because it's not about me, okay? This song, I used to do a lot of community theater, and I was in a play. I was in The Importance of Being Earnest, and I was Algernon. And the guy who was playing Ernest was this real sad case. And the show was in East Greenwich, and he would give me a ride back and forth every night, and he would keep talking about this woman that he was in love with who did not share his enthusiasm for the relationship. And anyway, it got to be really torturous for me to hear all the time. And then one night on the way home, he went over to her house and he dragged me with him because I was saying, I was in the car. And, come on in, let's have a cup of coffee with whatever her name was. And it was really awkward because you could tell as soon as she walked in that she didn't want him there at all, and it wasn't happy about my company either. And I felt bad because he couldn't express himself. So I wrote this song for him years ago and never finished it. And I was going to give it to him. Here's a song, you know, sing it for because he's a sing a little bit. Anyway, this is it's called A Bad Reaction. This is Ernest's song that he would have sung if he could have written it. Right? Right. First time I ever played it. So finally I've got a new song. I got the lyrics right here, so it should be okay. so long, and now it tastes like bitter wine. I had a bad reaction from your absence. I can't sleep and I can't eat, since your presence has been rationed. I've been sorely incomplete. I spent our time together tearing you apart. I tried to make you just as miserable as me. Now you're somewhere else and happy, happy. I've become a somewhat less than tender memory. I had a bad reaction from your absence. You're really gone and I know why. I drank your tears up just like absinthe, until your loving cup ran dry. Just pretend you never knew me, and if I see you on the street, I'll cross to the other side, 'cause I know that you can't see right through me. Lately all I wanna do is hide. I get a bad reaction from your absence. Nothing feels good anymore. I have no fuel to burn my passions. I have no fire in my core. Thank you. This is a song that I always play when I've come here. It's another one of mine, but the regulars are restless and the savages are loose. The bar is out of bourbon, so all the bets are off. The cabbies wait like vultures to descend upon their fares, as each one walking to the streets, sideways down the stairs. The moon looked like a sickle, and I was truly hammered, so I never even noticed when that woman I insulted dug her nails into my neck and grabbed a handful of my hair to pull me to the streets while walking sideways down the stairs. Sweat in my eye. The more I drink, the more I think I'll have another drink and raise a toast to all the girls who won't have me tonight. Here's to all the virgins with their pillows full of prayers, as we go walking hand in hand and sideways down the stairs. copper tops my altar and the bar stool is my pew. Alcohol's the sacrament I gratefully receive. Nothing beats religion when you're beaten and you're scared, and nothing less will help you walking sideways down the stairs. I didn't feel like doing the last verse. Well, as long as I'm in the key of A minor. I think it's the key of A minor. With, come on. Just want to remind everybody tonight, it's Beat the Rug night, so. And it's also, we'll make you a star night. As you can see, there's a camera. If you all look over, there's a camera right there. Turn around, look at the camera. Just wave, say hi. How about we'll play a little Bo Diddley? I walked 47 miles of barbed wire. I got a cobra snake for a necktie. Got a brand new house on the roadside made out of rattlesnake hide. I got a little chimney made up on the top made out of a human skull. Said, come on baby, take a walk in there and tell me who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Down by the roadside mine, I'm just running free and I don't mind dying. I said, who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Took me by my hand. She said, hey, little Stephen, I understand. Who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Was dark and the sky was blue. Around the ice wagon flew. It's all bent over and somebody screamed. You should have heard just what I seen. Now who do you love? Who do you love? Said who do you love? Who do you love? Snake for a necktie. I got a brand new house on the roadside made out of rattlesnake hide. I got a little chimney up on the top. It's made out of a human skull. I said, come on, baby, take a walk in the alley. Tell me, who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Friends, I had a pal by the name of Jones, his idea sure was wrong. I took Jones down to my path. Now look at Jones, gone and done. Jones, he hung around like a hungry hound. He stole my woman and left this town. Now I wonder if anybody can tell me if they seen old Jones. Jones, oh Jones, well you know you can't last long. Jones, oh Jones, you better leave my woman alone. I got a 4-foot doctor with me, gonna buy me Gatling gun. If I ever catch you, Jones, I'm gonna give the buzzers fun. I got the ambulance down here with me, Undertaker too. You know the new doctors offering me money for you. I'm gonna keep you for myself. I'm gonna keep you dead and buried. I'm gonna dig you up for fun. I'm gonna get my butcher knife and cut you through and through. I'm gonna cut you into pieces big enough for a stew. And when I get through, everybody's gonna moan. Jones, oh Jones. Said Jones, oh Jones, leave my woman alone. Jones, oh Jones, well you better back up and go back home. Cause I tried a little girl by the name of May. You know I brought her home with me, but that gal, she wouldn't stay. And I tried another girl by the name of Mandy. I brought her home with me, but that gal, she loves so plenty. Now Jones, she told me that you know it's not my person to have with that son of a bum. He's rolling up and down the town trying to put my girl. Gonna get my butcher knife and cut you through and through. I'm gonna cut you into pieces big enough for stew. And when I get through, everybody's gonna moan. Jones, oh Jones. Well, I'm gonna play one more song, and then we'll let the festivities begin. Let you all come up here and beat the rugs. Every night I get that itch. I gotta peel the seal off something strong. I have to drink myself to sleep, or else the night goes on and on and on, and it feels so long. And I tell you, I can't remember when I did it. I can't remember when I did it. I can't remember when. I've been riding my brakes. I've been sliding, sliding, sliding. I've been riding my brakes. I've been riding my brakes too long. I've been living on my luck too long. And it gets harder every day. I'm all packed up and running on empty, but I always seem to find my way. And I tell you, I can't remember when it didn't. I can't remember when I didn't. I can't remember when. I've been riding my brakes. I've been sliding, sliding, sliding. I've been riding my brakes. I've been riding my brakes too long. see myself someday in a house high on a hill, napping gently in some sweet girl's wealthy lap. Just a carefree infidel, sipping cocktails from a shell. Each tomorrow, just another day to be unwrapped. Every night I have this dream, waiting for me like a woman in my bed. I sleep with irises and diamonds, but I wake up alone, another fire raging in my head. And I tell you, I can't remember when I did it. I can't remember when I did it. I can't remember when. I've been riding my brakes. I've been sliding, sliding, sliding. I've been riding my brakes. I've been sliding, sliding, sliding. I've been riding my brakes. I've been riding my brakes too long. Too long. Too long. Too long. Too long. Thanks a lot. Take a short break and then I'll bring some other people up here to do what I just did.
Do you stand or sit?
Stand.
Always studying at times.
Up here. Okay, I think we have a little bit of an intro here. Now, oh. And also lately, what?
I know. And also, what did you do?
Before I get into this really swell pre-prepared introduction that I have here on this card, I just want to remind everyone that we are musicians and we won't play Sun City. And
You're out of here.
and that we're going to be passing a hat around, which is the only way we get, basically me, I get any scratch out of this deal. So if you enjoy yourself here tonight and you don't feel like a cheap bastard, you might throw some scratch in the hat. I would appreciate it, and someone will be passing it around. And now, direct from Coney Island, the absolutely tattooless woman, Jan Luby.
I'm gonna rearrange things. Maybe not. Thanks, Steve. Not everybody can do that.
I can.
This hat's empty.
Well, I really did grow up in Coney Island. I grew up in a white neighborhood that was separated from a black and Puerto Rican neighborhood by a cyclone fence. When I moved inside the gate, the kids asked me if I wanted to join the I Hate Dee Dee club. I said, "What's a Dee Dee?" They said, "She's that girl, lives in a white house down the street." And I said, "No, I don't want to join that club." So the following week they started an I Hate Jan club. And Dee Dee was in it. It's true. It was a very popular club went on for years, as a matter of fact. To this day, at the end of Nautilus Avenue, there's a sign that says, "Watch for children." At the bottom it says in black magic marker, "Except Jan." It's true. At least I had a sense of humor, right? I'm gonna try and get close enough to this vocal mic. just wrap my. Anyway. I'm half in Jan clothes tonight and half in office clothes. I'm here straight from work. I was lucky to find friends elsewhere anyway. I was almost 7 and my sister was 8 that January. We moved into Seagate and my dad thought he found us the perfect place. He could go on the road and leave us somewhere safe. And there was so much then that I didn't understand. The cyclone fence around us, barbed wire, 3-strand. We were a showbiz family and we were poor, still our color had opened up that door. And that door was closed to my best friend. And shame was what that barbed wire meant. I cut that gate 1,000 times with wire cutters, with my mind. And every day I'd be outside that fence to a row of 3-story tenements. Yeah, every chance I got, I was outside. But I walked back through that gate to my bed every night. Outside, how that street welcomed me. Inside, I could never be free. Outside, where I wanted to be. Ah, but inside, well, the kids inside, they didn't like me. 'Cause when I found Dickie tied up, I'd always set him free, and that was fun to them. They say kids can be so cruel, lure him, tie him to a tree, that sweet trusting fool. And the girls would circle in the street with a transistor radio, taking turns in the center, putting on a show. And they'd say, "Come on, Dickie, dance with me over here." And when he'd bashfully approach, they'd all laugh and disappear. Inside, I could never fit in. Outside, be with my best friend. Inside, I'd leave there every morning to be outside, where my growing up memories are so sweet. Learning how to dance on West 37th Street and everyone sharing though we didn't have much. And the rhythmical chants of us girls jumping double dutch and Motown pouring out somebody's window. And the boys pitching pennies down by the corner store. And old men on porches sitting with their feet up, passing a bottle with a brown bag cover up. And everyone knew they were drinking port wine. And everybody's mama was also mine. I had at least 20 mamas on that block. And everybody's business was everybody's talk. And every elbow was calloused and thick from leaning on porch railings of cement-covered brick. And here goes somebody's sister rolling up the street with a laundry cart rattling behind her feet. Outside, inside. They had living rooms that nobody lived in, pianos that never got played, that were just sitting. Fathers working day jobs, mothers at home, kids with their own rooms and their own telephones. And the girls, they wouldn't play with me. I had all the wrong clothes. They'd play beauty pageant and stand around and pose, or sit around deciding the next one to snub, the next scapegoat in their little hate club. Inside, untie that boy from a tree. Outside, we'd be dancing in the streets. Inside, I could never be me. Oh, but outside, greetings yelled, joyful and alive. Chains crumpled with laughter and slap me 5. Go ahead, girl, I'm scared of you. And all right, mama, you're looking good. Always some boys be talking some shit, and everybody knows they don't mean nothing by it except that they mean to celebrate. And I do too, 'cause I'm outside the gate. guitar?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Oh, okay. I can't hear it, but if you can hear it, that's okay. And I can't hear all my mistakes. I have this friend that whenever she gets into a relationship, she just sort of disappears. Anybody have a friend like that? Male or female? Couple people do. One day, I was trying to get a hold of her for weeks at one point. And I finally got so fed up because she wasn't even answering my telephone calls, you know, that I wrote this song and left it on her telephone answering machine. And she had a really good sense of humor about it. As a matter of fact, she called me back and she was whistling the tune. And she laughed. She said it was all true. I don't know, 5 or 6 months ago now, phone rings. I answer the phone. It's her, and she says, "Jan, write another verse." And which I didn't, because it would make the song way too long. And so I didn't do it. Besides, it's got a happy ending. She's getting married in June. That's this month. A couple Saturdays from now, as a matter of fact. Well, I've got a good friend. I never see her except between boyfriends. Oh, when her world is shattered. Oh, I get a phone call every once in a while about some extreme low or some recent high, and it's always some guy, whether the news is good or bad. The last one broke her heart, but his replacement is the sweetest thing she's ever had. One guy she really wanted, he was 3,000 miles away. But the attraction ended, can you guess? When he came to stay. And it's always some guy, whether the news is good or bad. The last one, he was a coke freak, but his replacement is the straightest thing she's ever had. One time in a crisis, she came to stay the night. She hasn't been to my house since then. That was last July, and it's always some guy, whether the news is good or bad. The last one ripped her off, but his replacement is the most honest thing she's ever had. Well, it's right about now that I wish I had made up some of this, but unfortunately every word is true. She says this new man is safer, 'cause he's hardly around at all. She don't wanna hear it, but I think she's heading for another fall. 'Cause it's always some guy, whether the news is good or bad. The last one, he hit her, but his replacement is the most gentle thing she's ever had. Guess I'll see her in a few months when she tells the same old story. Before long there'll be a new one, and she'll tell me not to worry, and I won't, because I'm really tired of it by now. Because it's always some guy, whether the news is good or bad. The last one broke her heart, was a coke freak, hit her, broke her brother's nose, broke the window with his head, threatened to come back and kill her, wrecked her car, ran around. But his replacement is the most loyal thing she's ever found. Well, I've got a good friend. I never see her. more here. Unless you scream like that and carry on and they let me do another song, I'll be happy to stay. This is a Raw Sugar song. They're two women, friends of mine out of Seattle. I got the message from the media. Oh, before I tell you that, though, I just want to leave you with another real quick thing. Now, you've been told so many times by all the forms of the media that there's nothing that one little person can do to change the world, but that's not true, because you can talk to the people one-on-one, you can sing it, you can print it, you can write it on the wall, but one thing's for sure, you got to stop feeling small, because the truth is, my friends, we outnumber them, the ones in power, so turn your TVs off. That's one of the ways they fill our heads with stuff. Sort of goes with this media song, Raw Sugar. I got the message from the media. It tells me what I can be. Vida Sassoon and Max Factor, Clairol and Maybelline. And Estee Lauder tells me that I gotta buy a bottle of glamour to get a man enamored of me. I got the message from the media. It tells me what I can be, and it says girls should only look a certain way, or else they ain't A-OK. You gotta wear the right makeup on your face, or else you're grossing out the whole human race. Forget about the beauty that comes from within. To be beautiful, be anorexic thin. All girls have gotta look a certain way, or else they ain't A-OK. I got the message from the media. It tells me we should be thin. Diet Cola, Tab, and Diet Shasta, weight clinics and Dexedrine. And Pierre Cardin tells me that I can't win unless I buy his jeans and I'm looking real lean, yeah. I got the message from the media. It tells me we should be thin. And it says girls should only look a certain way, or else they ain't A-OK. You gotta wear the right makeup on your eyes. If you ain't no package, honey, you can't be no prize. Forget about the qualities, being honest and strong. If you look like yourself, honey, you just don't belong. All girls have gotta look a certain way, or else they ain't A-OK. I got the message from the media. It tells me what I can be. Compulsive cleaning lady, meddling mother-in-law, prostitute or beauty queen. And always a victim, a helpless ex-kitten, victim of the rape and the stab and kidnapping. I got the message from the media. It tells me what I can be, and it says girls should only act a certain way, or else they ain't A-OK. Always be willing, never get mad, or they call us bitch, they tell us we're bad. And girls never fart, they only fluff. We're all body and heart, never think serious. All girls gotta look a certain way, or else they ain't A-OK. Girls gotta act a certain way, or else they ain't A-OK. Girls gotta sing a certain way, or else they ain't A-OK. Oh, girls gotta look a certain way, or else. Thanks a lot.
Do we really want to hear one more? Come on. Let's go. All right.
Thank you. Well, I'm having trouble getting up on this microphone with my guitar on, so I'll do another a cappella here. I was born in the 50s, a decade probably best remembered for McCarthyism and blacklisting, bobby sacks, sock hops, Tupperware. I don't know. Anybody else think of anything?
Fins.
That's a little later. And also, bottle-fed babies,
William S. Burroughs.
of which I was one. And this song was inspired by my daughter, and people's reactions to me feeding her in public. No, I'm not selling automobiles, and no, I'm not selling beer, and no, I'm not making love with my baby. I'm just feeding my little girl here. Well, I know that you're used to seeing breasts in magazines, or busting out of your TVs. Well, I'm not trying to sell anybody anything. I'm just nursing my little baby. And I think that it's hard for you to understand. I'm not trying to feed your fantasies. Maybe if our mamas fed us this way, you wouldn't be staring at me. And no, I don't think it's old-fashioned or out of line with public decency. No, I'm not gonna go feed her in the ladies' room, but wherever, whenever she's hungry. Somebody asked me to do that. It was a woman, actually. And no, I'm not selling automobiles, and no, I'm not selling beer, and no, I'm not making love with my baby. I'm just feeding my little girl here. I'm just feeding my little girl. Thanks a lot, you guys.
I think she should host here some night. I don't know about you guys. Okay, next up we got something probably totally different. Ladies and gentlemen, the wrong hero, Mr. Francis DiMenno.
Hello, my brothers. 9 generations of wrong hero, and now this is a holdup.
Nobody move for the next 12 minutes, unless you laugh.
What's that over there? The sleigh of Damocles? I'm sitting under that thing.
I brought my baby in here and breastfed her. And the people at work here said, "Sorry, sir, but you can't bring food from the outside." So much for that.
Cleopatra, Hitler, Marilyn Monroe, John F. Kennedy, Einstein. All of these famous individuals had one thing in common. They wore the mask of destiny. And now for $20, you too can wear the mask of destiny. Just think of it. For $20 you can have, no wait, I'm holding on to it because it's the mask of destiny.
My father said, "Son, if you work in a restaurant, you'll always eat." And I said, "Dad, what happens if I work in a coffee house? Will I always be nervous?" Because I hate coffee. I already wake up with a bitter taste in my mouth first thing in the morning. I've got Alzheimer's disease, and he's got mine. I think I don't remember. I've got amnesia, and don't you forget it. I did. I think. I don't. Remember, I was the first man to menstruate. But I would never dream of using my mother's tampon. If I told that darn dog of mine once, I told him 1,000 times. Never drink out of the toilet until after I'm done. I am the wrong hero. Gesundheit. My friends call me Tyrant the All-Powerful. My enemies call me, hey, stop swinging that thing on my head. I don't know what I like, but I know art. Art is stupid, and life is long. Hold it. I am referring to Art Linkletter. I went to an exhibition of paintings by 3-year-olds, and I said, an artist could have done better. Thank you. You give good audience. You're the best. Victims. Hardly. Speaking of which, this segment of The Wrong Hero is brought to you by the penis. Made for a woman, but men like it too. A little boy walked up to me and said, my name is Robin. And I said, well, hello there. My name is Superman. I fly through a black hole to clean my uniform, sonny. Disguised as Clark Kent, a mild-mannered reporter for a great metropolitan daily. When is the last time you've ever seen a mild-mannered reporter? Excuse me, can I have that picture of your dead baby so I can put it on the front page of the paper? I applied for a job. I showed them my resume. This is the Wrong Hero's resume. It reads, this is my resume. It's mine. Do you hear me? Mine. Get your filthy hands off of it. I filled out the application form in 4 different colors of ink. So now I'm getting disability. My girlfriend says I'm lazy. And I say, oh, come on, baby, what do you mean I'm lazy? Some of you might recognize me. I invented a car that runs on blood sugar. Of course, you might not recognize me. I lost 300 pounds on the drive from Albany. They got me one of them baby on board stickers, but mine says, I have no children and my life is meaningless, so go ahead and run me off the fucking road. And on the front of the car, I got a bumper sticker. Yeah, and it says, ask me about my eternal torment. Got another bumper sticker. It says, honk if you've betrayed our Lord. And the license plate reads, sucker. That's to save me a whole lot of dickering when I pull into the gas station for an oil change. Oh, here comes sucker again. 3rd time this week. I wrestled with my conscience, and I won. I cheated, and I don't care. I invited Jesus to my house. Don't ever do this. He gave away my coin collection. He invited his disciples over for a drink, and he turned all the bathwater into Manischewitz. He left a message on my answering machine. I know who you are and why you are calling, and your sins are forgiven. But the worst thing he did was, he left his face on all the towels. I'm doing a show for the Fox network. It's a kiddie show. It's called the Please Mister, You're Hurting My Arm show. This segment of The Wrong Hero is brought to you by Leona Helmsley Medic Alert. Help me, I'm a felon and I can't get off. Also by Santa Claus Death Candy. Buy it or the fat man dies. Buy it or the fat man dies. Also by Moxie. Moxie. It tastes the way I feel. Also by Recombinant DNA. We bring things to life. And also by Frankenstein Chow. Frankenstein Chow. With our special We Belong Dead mix. Frankenstein asks for it by name. We Belong Dead mix. Also by Heartless Shelters. When you're tired of being pestered by the homeless, Heartless Shelters. And by Oliver Stone in his new film, God is Dead and You're Next. Only you don't know it. He does. But I hate politics. Politics is sports for people who are too fat to run. I feel comfortable with you, so I'm going to confide a secret that has been kept a deep, dark secret for 29 years. As to the matter of the John F. Kennedy assassination, I did it. But I was only 6 years old at the time, and Oswald had to help me aim. Did a little of the bolt action, you know, put me on some telephone directories, just so you know. If the election were held today, it would be November. Ross Perot looks like Ren on the Ren and Stimpy show. I'm the cat, the money is mine. I'm the cat, even says the same things. Has anybody ever seen Jay Leno, the Bud Man, Sugar Bear, and Bill Clinton in the same room? I think Bill Clinton ought to get George Clinton to run as his vice president. One nation under a groove, getting down just for the funk of it. Do you know what the Japanese called George Bush? King Ralph. His barf is worse than his bite. I gotta get down for this one. George Bush, he won't eat broccoli, but he'll eat weird fish. And Saddam Hussein, the anti-George Bush. Saddam Hussein wants to get the atom bomb. Why? So he can turn the Middle East into a desert wasteland? Brilliant thinking! I met Bob Hope. Actually, I ran into Bob Hope. Actually, I knocked Bob Hope over the side of an ocean liner. And you know what he did? He bobbed hopelessly. But wait, there's more. I said to him, Bob Hope, Bob Hope, Bob. Lincoln freed the slaves, and now we use his head to check for tread wear on a tire. Do you think he'd like that? Lincoln freed the slaves. I say, go the whole hog. Free the sex slaves. Because they're so grateful. I'm an impresario. I booked a Tyrannosaurus Rex to perform in a Broadway production of Your Arms Are Too Short to Box with God. I say, let's end the senseless violence. Let's have some sensible violence for a change. I say, an apple cleans your teeth, so does a hand grenade. I say, I can start drinking anytime I want. I say, I can see a thing without my glasses. I say, you don't need drugs, give them to me. Because I used drugs in college, but I only used them several thousand times. I smoked crack in college, but I didn't exhale. And remember too, everybody else always ruins it for a few assholes. I come to you now to relate to you some very sad news. The city of Boston would not permit gays to march in the St. Patrick's Day parade. They wouldn't let gays march in the St. Patrick's Day parade, but they let Lucky Charms represent them. Lucky Charms, a transvestite in a derby who talks like Ethel Merman. Sure, it's me, Lucky Charms, thereafter. For 2,000 years, he dispensed Lucky Charms. For 2,000 years, he's slept. Now he's awake, and he's angry. Lucky Charms, the killer. Sure, it's me, Lucky Charms, thereafter. I will use my magical powers to make them my eternal slaves. But no, it's a kinder, gentler Lucky Charms. Marshmallow stars. Orange moons. Green clovers. Somebody came up to me and said, I don't like your attitude. And I said, what attitude would you prefer? Supine? Preferably kissing your ass? Well, I will change my attitude for you. Because I am infinitely malleable. Schweinhund. On the way over here, I got stopped by a policeman. I was doing 70 down the wrong way street in the school zone. And he said to me, boy, you were doing 70. Why was that? And I said, I'm sorry, but I was pretending that the accelerator was a policeman's head. Because I was sucking on a cube of LSD. And I wanted to get home before I melted. Officer Coffee and Donuts sitting in a Dunkin' Donuts at 2 a.m. and picking your ass, sir. And he said, we'll let it go this time. Some people say the wrong hero is crazy. Meow! Some people have accused the wrong hero of trying to turn this circus into a courtroom. Well, The wrong hero is judge, jury, and executioner. And needless to say, he doesn't get much sleep at all. You are all my friends. You smell good. Now you must die. Because you are beginning to bore me. Because you make me Thank you. Voss. Voss. Because you're evil. Evil. Thank you, Earth slaves.
That was Francis DiMenno. Let's hear it for Francis DiMenno, the wrong hero. Next we have Debbie